In this current NBA season, there are 15 active NBA players who are from Down Under, 9 of them on standard NBA contracts receiving minutes on a nightly basis, and 6 of them on two-way contracts. Australian basketball players are making waves in the NBA like never before. Today we're diving into the rise of Aussie talent and how they're shaping the league. Stick around to learn how these players are dominating and why Australia might just be the next basketball powerhouse. First up, Dyson Daniels, better known nowadays as the Great Barrier Thief. The 6'8" guard out of Bendigo, Victoria, drafted 8th overall in 2022 by the New Orleans Pelicans. Upon arrival, Daniels immediately brought elite defensive instincts, versatility, and court vision to his team. In that first year with the Pelicans, Dyson Daniels averaged 6.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 3.2 assists. But this season, the Great Barrier Thief has taken his game to another level. This season, on a new team in the Atlanta Hawks, Dyson is averaging 13.6 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 3.1 assists per night. On top of that, he is statistically one of, if not the best defender in the NBA right now. His ability to impact the game on the defensive end without needing the ball is the main reason why he is one of the most defensively positive players in the NBA. The fact that Daniels is known for his hustle and lockdown defense makes him a coach's dream. This is leading to him receiving more opportunities on this new Hawks team. Not only on the defensive end to prove his worth, but because of these opportunities on the defensive end, he's been able to show off his offensive bag to everyone across the world and to the delight of Aussie fans across Australia. Next we have none other than Josh Giddey himself. Drafted 6th overall by the Oklahoma City Thunder, the 6'8" point guard from Melbourne is already making history with his incredible court vision and basketball IQ. Last season, Giddey averaged 16.6 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 6.2 assists, making him one of the most versatile young guards in the league. His ability to control the game at his own pace and find open teammates is unmatched among players his age. Despite being traded from the Thunder last season, Giddey has continued to grow as a player on his new team, the Chicago Bulls. On the Bulls, Josh Giddey is averaging 12.1 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 6.9 assists per game, and is continuing to bring his magical passing ability and basketball IQ to this Bulls team. Josh Green is the Hornets' Swiss Army knife. Selected with the 19th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the shooting guard from Sydney brings relentless energy and a knack for making plays on both ends of the court. He averaged 9.1 points and 3 rebounds last season while shooting 40% from 3. Green's athleticism and defensive abilities make him a perfect fit for the Hornets' high-speed and athletic rotation. Duop Reith is a Sudanese-Australian big man. Reith has been making his mark on international basketball and is now transitioning to the NBA. Known for his rim protection, rebounding, and soft shooting touch, he recently signed a contract deal with the Portland Trail Blazers that gave him a 3-year, $6.2 million contract. Reith is a workhorse who brings toughness and versatility to his team. The great thing about him though is he can also shoot from downtown with a 3-point percentage of 35% on 3.6 threes attempted a night, which is a great asset in today's NBA, especially for big men. If his development continues, he could become an elite rim protector in the NBA and be a great asset for the Blazers. Jock Landale is quickly becoming a fan favourite among Aussie fans. The 6'11" centre from Melbourne went undrafted in the 2018 NBA draft. After playing overseas for a couple of years, Jock returned to Australia to play in the NBL for Melbourne United, where he averaged 16.4 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks per game, leading United to a national championship in 2021. Landale was also named the NBL Grand Final MVP, solidifying his status as a top prospect for the upcoming NBA season. Because of this performance in his time in the NBL, he caught the eyes of many scouts in the NBA. This helped him land his first ever NBA contract with the San Antonio Spurs in August of 2021. Upon arriving in San Antonio, Landale proved himself as a reliable backup center for the Spurs, bringing defensive versatility and even some scoring when asked. Jock is currently playing for the Houston Rockets. This season, he is averaging 3.9 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 1 assist a night. But it's not just about his counting stats. Through his play, Jock has earned a reputation for his hustle, screens, and ability to stretch the floor. Landale is the ultimate team player, doing the dirty work to help his team win. Love him or hate him, Ben Simmons is one of the biggest well-known Aussie basketball players in the NBA. The Melbourne native is a former All-Star known for his elite playmaking and defensive versatility while he was in his prime. Currently with the Brooklyn Nets, Simmons is looking to bounce back from injuries and a slow return to the league back from injuries. Last season, Simmons averaged 6.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 6.1 assists. When healthy and when he has the courage to shoot open layups, he can be a game changer for any team that he plays for. One of the good things about Simmons though is he was one of the NBA players that really helped put Australian basketball on the map. Johnny Furphy is a young Aussie prospect who is fun to watch. The 6'7" forward who has shown tremendous potential in the NBL, leading to a lot of attention from NBA scouts and eventually leading to him receiving a two-way contract from the Indiana Pacers to begin this NBA season. During his limited playtime this NBA season, Furphy has proved that he can be a rotational piece on this Indiana Pacers squad by averaging 2.7 points, 1.1 rebounds, and half a steal a night. He is also gathering attention for his shooting and athleticism. Could he be the next Aussie to make it big in the NBA? We will just have to wait and see how the next couple of years of his career is going to go, but he definitely has enough potential to go places in the NBA. Matisse Thybulle is the definition of defensive excellence. Born in the US but representing Australia internationally, he's a two-time All-Defensive Team selection. Now with the Portland Trail Blazers, Thybulle is averaging 5.4 points, 2.1 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game. Thybulle provides elite perimeter defense and occasional scoring anytime that he's on the court. Veteran Joe Ingles, or Slow-Mo Joe, continues to thrive as a savvy playmaker and sharpshooter for what seems like forever. Now with the Orlando Magic, Ingles is a mentor to younger players while contributing with his elite basketball IQ and shooting abilities. You could say that Ingles is one of the OG Aussie NBA ballers. Ingles has played in the NBA for more than a decade, leading him to be one of the best spot-up sharpshooters in arguably NBA history, and definitely an Aussie icon. Dante Exum was selected with the 5th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft. Since then, Dante has been a key rotational piece for multiple NBA teams. He has also played in the past 2 Olympic Games for the Boomers Australian team. These days, Dante plays for the Dallas Mavericks, where he averages 7.8 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 2.9 assists per game. Dante brings renewed confidence, experience, and most importantly, solid defense every night, as well as his playmaking skills to his role off the bench. Patty Mills is the heart and soul of Australian basketball. Paddy was drafted with the 55th pick in the 2009 NBA draft by the Portland Trail Blazers. In this current NBA season, Paddy is a veteran guard for the Atlanta Hawks, averaging 3.6 points per game, 1 rebound and 1.5 assists a night. Although being an Australian basketball icon, Paddy is sadly getting old at 36 years old. This is why his stats and playing time in the NBA is starting to diminish. But nonetheless, Paddy will go down as one of the Aussie basketball legends through his heroics on the NBA court and, more importantly, for his country. His heroics on the Olympic basketball courts, carrying the Boomers to a bronze medal in the 2020 Olympic Games, was an incredible achievement. Mills has been a key figure in the NBA for over a decade and will undoubtedly be known for decades to come by the whole Australian country. Australian players are also dominating two-way contracts, with players like Jack McVee, Trenton Flowers, Alex Dukas and Luke Travers knocking on the NBA's door. These players bring grit, shooting and versatility, proving that Australia's talent pool is deeper than ever and still growing every day that passes. For instance, in the early 2000s, the NBA had just a handful of Aussies like Andrew Bogut and Luke Longley. Fast forward to today's NBA season and we've seen over 15 Australian players suit up in the league in a single season. This explosion of talent shows just how much Aussie talent has grown over the past 20 years. The growth of basketball in Australia and the country's ability to produce elite players ready for the global stage is truly putting Australia on the global stage, with multiple players playing in such a well-watched global league. Australia is no longer just a cricket or rugby nation. The rise of Aussies in the NBA shows the world that basketball down under is here to stay. Who's your favourite Australian basketball player? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA content. That's it from me, and goodbye.